Hey, what's going on? This is Frank Rock, House of Orange TV. Pretty crappy weekend for Tennessee athletics. Gets even worse as it's been reported Kim Caldwell has dismissed Ruby Whitehorn from the Lady Vols basketball team. Make sure you hit that like, that share. If you have not already, hit that subscribe button as well. Thanks for all the support. Getting ready to be full go here as men's basketball team plays tomorrow night against Mercer. Lady Vols play Tuesday night against NC State. It'll be live both nights after. We'll try to go live as much as possible. The rest of the way for sports, basketball, and baseball as we lead up to that as well. But, as this is really the first content I've done this year involving the Lady Vols, and it's definitely not one that's one that you want to have to make here. As I would argue one of your top 2 to 3 best players on the team happened to be dismissed, and Kim Caldwell, the statement put out on today, she did say that it is my responsibility to protect the high standards of this historic program. In light of recent events, Ruby has been unable to reflect those standards, and I've made the difficult decision to dismiss her from our team. I love Ruby and will always be rooting for her, but my priority is to uphold the respected reputation of the Lady Vols. And of course, the incident that talking about here is Ruby Whitehorn was she was arrested for possession. Said she was driving recklessly at 4:31 a.m. Looks like this was maybe the night of the exhibition over Columbus State. I could be wrong on the date of that, but that was her second arrest since August, as she was charged with aggravated assault and domestic assault. There was an altercation happened back in August there as well. She did plead guilty in September to 2 misdemeanors, and she was reinstated. Of course, she played in the scrimmage or exhibition, whatever you want to call it, against Columbus State last week, and she scored 18 points, had 7 rebounds in that one. So this is definitely a loss. This is a loss for this Lady Vols team. It's one of your, again, in my opinion, probably your top 2 or 3 players, definitely returners, along with Cooper and Spearman. I mean, I think it's your top 3. So now where's the Lady Vols go from here with it? I mean, first and foremost in this whole situation, it sucks. I hope Ruby Whitehorn gets things going again, gets things straightened out, lands on her feet, and good things happen for her. It's unfortunate for all parties here, but, sometimes you get a second chance and you don't take advantage of it. It kind of is what it is out there. It's a sad day for the program. It's a sad day for Ruby Whitehorn. But, sometimes in life you get knocked down. Do you get back up again or not? That's the thing. So hopefully she gets back up. Hopefully she gets things going again for her. As far as this Lady Vols program, where do we go from here with it? There's still – Lady Vols are ranked number 8 according to the polls right now. I really think if you look at it, there is last year it would have hurt a lot more than this year. It's still a loss. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to downplay it by any means here. But with the freshman class you have coming in, they did really well in the transfer market. I think this team is more equipped now to overcome this loss. A year ago, they couldn't have. And, who steps up? Would it be one of the freshmen? Could it be one of your veterans like Wynn or Boyd, who's been around the program, getting another chance? It remains to be seen. I'm still high on this team. I think there's a lot of possibility with this team. I think the ceiling is very high with this team. Obviously, some of that ceiling might have just lowered to an extent, but it didn't crash either. The ceiling didn't crash. Might need a tile or 2 replaced in it there, but the good thing is with the way Kim Caldwell and her staff recruited, with how they hit the portal in the off season as well, they're more equipped to get the job done with it. And I like the test coming out of the gate for the Lady Vols on Tuesday night against NC State in Greensboro. So I mean, that's going to be really probably about like a home game for NC State for the most part, I would imagine. But you've got NC State, then Friday you got ETSU. Sunday, UT Martin. I'm just looking down through here, some interesting games. I've got UCLA on November 30th is one Stanford December 3rd, Louisville December 20th. And then their last non-conference of the year, they'll play February 1st. They will play UConn. This year it will be in Connecticut. It's a pretty good schedule that they've put together here. There'll be some games where not very competitive. There'll be some competitive games as well. But it's interesting. I like the test out of the gate against NC State. That's no freebie, no gimme, or nothing like that. You're going to get to see what some of these freshmen are all about. We'll get to learn. Will we learn? I'm curious to see how the rotation adjusts now with Whitehorn being dismissed. On the surface, I've got to think that's good for Nia Robertson. I've got to think that means more for her. I mean, in the exhibition game, she had 18 points as well. I mean, your leading scorers in that were Whitehorn, Robertson, Cooper, Janiah Barker, Maya Paldo, Wolfenbarger, and Seville. That was all of them were in double digits. And then you had, they've got Maya Paldo twice on here. One of them was Mia, one's Maya. One had 18, one had 8 in the opener. Latham had 8, Prawl had 7. So I feel like with the talent they brought in that they'll be able to weather this. And it'll be interesting. It may take a few games to adjust. The fact you're coming out of the gate playing NC State will be a test. And that's going to force Kim Caldwell and staff into something that maybe they hadn't been planning. But, at the same time, when you had the issue that she had back in August, and I don't know, maybe this is something they prepared for ahead of time, especially after the game the other night and the misdemeanor. I mean, I don't really think Kim Caldwell was left with a choice on that one. I'm trying to get this thing to 8 minutes where I can wrap it up right now. But, I'm going to put some content just kind of where we're going. I'm going to do the next day for football. There's a lot to talk about there. Men's basketball tomorrow night. They play Mercer. If I'm not mistaken, let me pull the schedule up while I've got it here. It's going to be 7 o'clock, and I'm sure it's SEC Network Plus. Nope, I don't want the baseball schedule right now. Let's see, Mercer, 7 o'clock, SEC Network Plus tomorrow night. So if you've got the ESPN app, you should be able to watch that game tomorrow night. Should be fun to see this team in action. And I think with that men's team, I think it was the perfect test for them playing Duke. And I know people I know there were some overreactions on it. I thought it was perfect. I thought it was perfect for them that night. I'll talk about that later today as I'm going to release a few videos, talk about the Lady Vols team. Probably release something tomorrow on them, maybe tonight. We'll see with that. There's a lot of content to do today. But hit that like, that share, that subscribe. This is Frank. This is the House of Orange. And I'll see you when I see you.